What's going on, world? It's your boy Gemini Brown here, back with another episode of Natal Kicking Knowledge. Today, we'll be continuing our Venus through Houses series, and we'll be discussing Venus in the 9th house. So, yesterday, we talked about Venus in the 8th. And like I've always said, houses 4, 8, and 12 represent parts of the person's psyche. So, each psychic house we go to, we're getting deeper into the person's psyche, okay, and their emotional nature. And each of those houses are water houses naturally, so they should be, to me, I visualize them as dark, right? Dark. And after, when you start really tuning into the pattern of the zodiac, you'll see after water comes fire. Fire is light. So now that we're in the 9th house, I want you to, boom, we made it out the depths of the 8th house. We just learned some shit, alright? And this is a really, really cool wisdom, alright? Because the 9th house relates to a person's beliefs, okay? And beliefs are a very, very vast thing. Another thing that the 9th house relates to is religion. And religion is something that we believe in and we bind ourselves through, and we structure our life around that religion. But the bigger wisdom is that we structure our life around our beliefs. So, okay? And, you know, philosophy and all of that is connected to the 9th house. The 9th house is the house of our father's teachings. Okay? So, basically, it's almost like more than likely, whatever your father is, culturally or religious-wise, you're going to adapt that. He's giving you something to believe in, okay? So, certain things with the father can be seen from the 9th house, okay? Also, with the idea of religion, I just want to put this with you. Think about how religion views sex, right? And remember, we just came from the house of sex. So that's all I want to say. Think about how religious folk view sex, how the idea of sex has been taught to us over years, all right? And meditate on that. You know I'm big on meditation, and you guys should be doing that. And then we got Venus, right? We got Venus, which is love, beauty, creativity, alright, pleasure. And then, the next thing with the 9th house is, outside of religion and stuff, you could also put culture here. This is the original house of Sagittarius, and Sagittarius is very much culture. So when Venus gets here, Venus is love, and Venus does very, very well in this house. The 9th house is so interesting because different planets are going to create a different things, all right, in a person's belief system. But for the most part, because Venus is a benefic planet, Venus is making this person a believer in something, right? It doesn't have to be religious. Now, tune into the natural trine from the 5th to the 9th. I'm actually, I'm breaking it down here. I didn't get right into the explanation because I want you guys to think about these things, okay? So, when Venus gets here, this person is very much so a people lover. A lover of people and culture. They like all things exotic. Venus's social nature comes out here. It's like, you know how when you go to like a new school or somewhere foreign, some people might be nervous, right? But not Venus. Venus here is like, I'm here to learn, because this is the house of higher learning. So Venus here is attracted to everything exotic and is looking to learn about things foreign to them. Of course, we have to take into account the sign on the cusp of this house. That is going to show what we really want to learn about or connect to, okay? Where our higher wisdom is going to be drawn. So if this is in the sign of Scorpio, naturally we'll be drawn to that taboo stuff, right? We'll be drawn to ideas about sex and find not just having sex to have sex, but finding the higher wisdom within sex, okay? If it's in Leo, which is an excellent position for Venus in the ninth, your creativity, your expression is going to be of great importance, all right? So whatever sign it is, that is where you're going to structure your higher learning around. And the ninth house also relates to college, because that is the institution of higher learning. And when you get a degree, you become somewhat of a specialist. When you get that extra degree, you become a master. And from that, you're able to structure your reality around what it is that you have mastered. So with Venus being creativity, whatever your creative talent is, you're going to turn that into, your life is kind of gonna revolve around that. So allow me to use this example of, let's say in your fifth house, it shows that you have a talent to be a hairdresser or a barber, right? That's the talent. The sixth house shows that how you use that talent to be of service. The ninth house is showing how you, your higher wisdom about everything that has to do with hair. So what you believe about shampooing your hair 3 times a week. I'm using a really basic example, but this will show you, because it is related to religion and philosophy, how what you believe, what you're good at, what you master affects your life. So someone who has very intricate ideas about or understanding about hair is not going to do things that someone doesn't. All right. So to say the least, to go to college to specialize in something is very, very important. If your Venus is harshly aspected, it's going to show difficulty in completing things, all right? Like college or whatever. Or the house ruler, if they're in a certain position, that's going to really show where, your interest is going to lie. But if the house is in good condition, all of this stuff happens on time. But like I said, this is a very social person, very interested in learning about obviously religions and different philosophies. But for everyone, this is for the people who aren't necessarily into that. Whatever you want to specialize in, Venus in the ninth house helps you find the love within that, okay? Now, in the terms of relationships and love, this really creates a person who wants to be with someone who is different than them, whether it's culturally, race-wise, linguistically, okay, even intellectually, because the person is seeking to learn. So they're viewing the partner as someone who is able to impart some type of wisdom on them. Going back to the examples I used before about like Leo and Scorpio, right? If you don't necessarily embody that, right? Say Scorpio's here and you're like an accountant, that's your career, all right? You can attract a person who is an astrologer, who's a tarot card reader, someone into the occult, someone really interested in sex. So you're also, what it shows this position is that your interest in these things are piqued through the partner that you choose, okay? So if you're black and you marry someone Italian, through your partner, you're going to be a black person who knows quite a bit about Italian culture, all right? So it's a beautiful position because for the most part, it makes the person very open-minded and receptive to all types of experiences. Now, in certain instances, you want to pay attention to like the fourth house and the second house. If there's activity there that can represent someone who's breaking out of what they've been conditioned to believe, all right? So say Sag is on the cusp of your second or your fourth and you come from a religious family, but you more so gravitate towards philosophy. Your higher wisdom, your truth in life is to redefine that, okay? And it'll be through whatever you love or whoever you choose to love. Say you got Gemini here, right? Gemini, this is very interesting because remember, it's the original house of Sagittarius. So someone with Gemini here can know a whole lot about a lot, but not enough about one thing. So if that's you, you really want to seek to master, all right? Or if you have like a an energy, like say your Venus is square Uranus or something like that, you want to make sure you finish what you start. You want to get the higher wisdom out of whatever it is you pick up, because it can really create someone who starts a whole lot of things and doesn't finish it, all right? And that, I was just using Gemini as an example, but depending on how it's aspected and set up, it can come out this way. Speaking of culture and stuff like that, being an interpreter, and mind you, there's a lot of different factors in the ninth house that can attribute to this because it's culture overall. But Venus here shows you can have, a talent for, language, okay, and communicating that with charm and ease, all right? And a lot of people, through whatever it is that they decide to study, they find another part of themselves, okay? They're able to, love at a higher level. Because keep in mind, within the wheel, this is right next to the 10th house, which is the highest point in the chart. So very, very wonderful position. If if this is you and you didn't finish college or whatever, or you didn't get an opportunity to go to college, look into your chart, check some transits, see what happened, okay? But overall, if you have this position, you, just like most ninth house people, you're meant to specialize in something. And with Venus' presence here, it's creativity, okay? And of course, just be mindful of the influence that your partner has on you. If they're closed-minded, that could kind of make you closed-minded, okay? So you want to just seek to constantly be growing and learning and not afraid to try new experiences. I didn't mention traveling, but traveling is a great pastime. This is how Venus enjoys itself. So you can definitely be, a frequent traveler. If you have this position and you haven't seen a lot, that's one, and you feel that could be something blocking your creativity. That can actually be something that makes you unhappy. So if you have Venus here for your pleasure, for your happiness, you need to be a person, taking trips with your friends, with your family, with your lover, a lot of vacations. So really, really fun position. I enjoy these people. My mom has Venus in the 9th house, so it's a beautiful thing. All right. This is my interpretation of Venus in the 9th. I hope you enjoyed. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, feel free to do so. If you need a reading, holla at me. Till next time, peace.